Alright guys, so just like last episode, there was a little bit of a hiccup with the audio, so I have about 11 minutes of dead time for me to post-commentate. So, basically, what happened in this first 11 minutes is a continuation of what was going to happen on the last episode, but I decided to include it with this episode, because this episode wasn't very long anyways. It was shorter than the Odo fight. And my daughter is awake, so if you can hear things in the background, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best to try and doctor the audio again, but she is awake. I have kind of trapped her on the other side of the house. I can still see her, so it's not bad parenting, I promise. But I needed her as far away from the microphone as I could get her, because she's very talkative right now. So hopefully you can't hear her at all in the microphone, but if you can, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's really not a whole lot I can do in that department. She does exist. She is alive. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy this fight. I did a pretty good job against the Rathalos. And we did a lot of prep, which is what's happening right now. I was trying to check out to see if I could make the Odo rod, but I can't because I don't have the Toby material. But it turned out that I could make the bone rod. I could make it stronger, so we ended up making that a little bit stronger. I think we upgraded it twice, and we ended up getting a little bit of armor as well, which I didn't even know. Like this Harvest Festival armor, I didn't even know this was a thing. If I had known that this was a thing, I would have been wearing this from the start of the goddamn game, because I had no idea. I had no idea you could make that stuff. I didn't know I had the materials for it. Blew my mind. Yeah, I would have just started this episode with what's gonna come up with the actual stuff that I recorded yesterday, with the Rathalos fight, but because this clip actually has me running up to the Wyverian, or the first Wyverians, and talking to them and finding them and things, it's part of the game. I gotta leave it in. I don't want to not have part of the story in the playthrough, so this whole not having an audio file thing is actually the worst. And I hate it when this happens. And it happens much too frequently. In happier news, though, I played Call of Duty yesterday, and I'm terrible at Call of Duty. I have absolutely no luck with that game, and I somehow, some way, managed to get 24 kills and only 13 deaths. I did good enough that I killed more people than I died, and that doesn't fucking happen ever, so I'm pretty proud of that moment. I'm glad I decided to turn Call of Duty on just for that. So I think we're finally going into the forest. If the forest ever loads. I'm also really excited because I'm going to be playing a different game today that a lot of you probably haven't even heard of, and it's from like a decade and a bit ago, and it was a browser game, and I had to jump through so many hoops just to be able to play it again, let alone record it. And it's called Leo Steel. If any of you have heard Leo Steel ever, then you're a legend. Like, I'm not joking when I say that I spent most of my middle school days in the computer lab playing that at lunch. I never ended up beating it. I don't know if you can beat it. I'm sure there is an end. I want to say it's somewhere between like 30 and 50 levels long. But it's basically just like it's Mario without you being able to jump on enemies, and you can't control which way you're running. So you're just running forward. I don't know if you ever played the game Run. I don't even know if Run even exists anymore, but it's basically just you jump over obstacles. You're just running in a line, shit's in your way, you can't run into it. But it's a great game, and I'm super excited for it. For a couple of reasons. Like, one, I went on the old YouTubes to search it up to see if other people have played it, and there have been people that played it, just not a lot and not recently. So, for me, that's amazing. That doesn't happen on YouTube. And I was like, there's no way that people are going to be searching for this. But just the fact that I can upload something that if somebody did search for, and it'd be close to the top of the search page, that's pretty exciting. That's always a goal with YouTube. So here we're getting a little bit closer with the first Wyverians. The goal is pretty much just goes up as high as you can on the map, and eventually you'll run into it. There's clues all over the map. You're just supposed to follow the clues, but nobody ain't got time for that. But yeah, I'm really excited about that game. Not just because it's like a good YouTube game, but it's actually a pretty fun game. And I've been thinking for a while to do a series where I just play random games that I find online. So I think that's going to be a part of that series. I think that is what that is going to probably stem that kind of a thing. I'm probably going to end up playing random browser games that I find and yell at them, get upset, like them, hate them, give my opinions. Because I've been playing a lot of big selling games that everybody already knows and loves. I want to jump out of the comfort zone a little bit and play some games that nobody really knows about and people hate. Well, we're getting pretty close to the Wyverian here.
Looks like we both arrived at the same place.
Cutscene.
The trail seems to stop here. A Rathalos!
Not the Rathalos. We could never fight something like that.
Hey. Look. Found you.
And there he is, the all-wise, all-powerful. First Wyverian himself. So he's basically just telling us to prove ourselves against two formidable foes or whatever. So we have to fight the Rathalos and the Diablos.
Top of the food chain?
And then this is where I decided that we were gonna go fight the Rathalos right away, and then shit happened, so
Wanna return to base and prep?
I will see you guys in the actual commentary in a second. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Monster Hunter. Last time we left off, we dipped into the first Wyverian area and talked to What's-His-Nuts. We have to prove ourselves, and we're going to hopefully be able to beat the Rathalos pretty quickly, and then we'll worry about the Diablos after. Diablos is going to be a little bit more of a stretch for me, I think. I think there might be a little bit of, like, grinding necessary for him. I've tried to spawn into this map like 3 times now to find the Rathalos, and it has taken me 10 minutes every fucking time to not even locate him, just wander around the map. So, I don't know if there's a cutscene I have to trigger to find him, but it's very, very aggravating that I have been doing this thing for like 25 minutes, and I just decided to leave the map and come back and restart the commentary and stuff, because I have not enough time to kill him, potentially, and that's going to be a disappointment for me. And then on top of that, I might not even be able to... I don't want to edit all of that out, if that makes sense. So, I'm hoping these are his footprints. I don't overly know how to get to him. But I kind of do. I know where his nest is, and that's the thing that bugs me, because I went up to his egg, right? For those of you that know. And with the egg, you can grab the egg and it'll piss him off and he'll come find you instead. And that didn't happen. Because his egg wasn't there. Well, we're just going to go up to where his nest is again and hope that he's there this time, because, like, he should be, right? In theory, that's where he should be. That's his area. But for whatever reason, he wasn't there last time. God, I hate this fucking map, dude. He wasn't there last time, and that, like, it's actually baffling. Because usually he's there. And I don't know how to get up there. That's where I came from, I think. Which makes it even more frustrating, especially when that happens. The fuck? Was I not close enough to the vine? Yeah, I don't overly like going up here anyways. You know? Like, this isn't an area I like to visit, because I don't know how to get there. Like, I do know how to get there, but I don't know how to get there. Yeah, also, if my voice sounds a little bit nasally, it's because I have a stuffy nose. I don't know if I'm getting sick, or if it's just all the dust in my nose, which it very well could be, because, you know, dust sucks. But I've been cleaning my room recently, because I'm trying to make it so that I can take some things out of there and put my girlfriend's computer in there. Is this going to be the Rathian and not the Rathalos? Am I going to sound like an idiot? It's very possible. But anyways, I want to put her computer in there. And it's very difficult because she has a lot of clothes, and she likes to put clothes on the ground, and there is now effectively, like, I basically just put it all on the bed. I folded all of it. I was nice enough to fold it. But now I have to try and figure out how to get a table out of there, and, like, a dresser, and all of this stuff. Just to be able to put a small little tiny computer desk in there, because that's where she wants her stuff to be, because her job requires her to be at home sometimes with a computer and do some things at home on the computer. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say what her job is. I don't really care. I will respect that and not say it. But, you know. Oh my god, do I see him? Is he behind me? Did I finally find the stupid Rathian, Rathalos, whatever which one he is? It says that he's, like, right here. Aw, shit, yeah. That is the Rathalos. So this guy's a dick. I'll continue my story in a second. But this guy's a dick because he can poison you. And if he does poison you... Wow, I just got a free buff off of him. If he does poison you, he's relentless. Like, he will knock you on your ass. But the key to him, if you have flash pods, is just to flash bottom. It's a great way to do it. I don't know if I have flash pods. I do. No, I have dung. That's different. But yeah, if you have flash pods, it's a great way to go. If you have a glaive like I do, then obviously you can go into the air like this and do that lots of times. I need to... Wow, there's the poison already. I need to get an attack buff, which is very, very difficult on him, just because he flies around like a lunatic the entire time. Something is tickling my arm and I don't like it. My, like, headphone cord or something is brushing up against the hairs. Yeah, if you need health, you can hit his tail. It's one of those monsters that does that. Anyways, on with my story that I was going through. I've been very, very graciously cleaning the room. And it's just taken so long because I am the person at home now with the kid. I am the sole person at home with the kid. So I have to watch the kid, and I have to find time in the day to record, so I can't really clean the house while she's asleep. So I have to, like, watch her and clean at the same time. It really sucks, because, I don't know, she's busy. She likes to be everywhere she's not supposed to be all the time, as babies do. And, like, it's just making the whole process so much harder than it needs to be. Normally this kind of stuff would take a day, but I don't want to rush it either. I want to clean the room and vacuum the room and make sure the room is in order, so that when my girlfriend comes home, she can't destroy it immediately. If I'm lucky, the water will push him down when I hit him. If I'm unlucky, it won't. I don't know how this is going to affect him. Nice! We did get the landslide. Yeah, hopefully my girlfriend doesn't throw her clothes all over the floor immediately as soon as she gets home. Just hopefully she notices that the room is a little bit nicer and I've cleaned it. Because I hate garbage and shit in the room. It bugs me. I don't like tissue. I don't like chocolate wrappers, which Halloween just happened. But most of those chocolate wrappers, I will admit, did come from me. But I kept all of mine contained. I kept them either in the chocolate box or in the bowl that we put the candy in. She likes to just put it on the table beside the bed. But obviously I have my things that I do as well. I'm not just trying to, like, critique her habits. But I'm just saying, it's going to be very interesting cleaning her room, because the computer's going into the corner where all of her things were that I had to clean. And if she puts all of her things there, it's going to be very hard for her to use her computer, and her computer desk is always cluttered. Like, I shit you not when I say that there is at least the entire table covered in paper and random things. And it's because it's an easy place for her to put stuff, and for other people to put stuff. It's not only her, but none of it is mine. I understand the idea of a workspace and doing YouTube and stuff. I hate having clutter around my desk. The only thing that I will leave on my desk is games. Like, games that I am going to be playing, I will leave them there as a reminder that those games are games that I have considered. And other than that, it's just my laptop and my computer screens that sit on the desk. And I guess my external hard drive now, but that's basically it. The odd time I'll have a coffee mug or something because I was drinking coffee while recording, but then the next day it's gone. As soon as I decide to record again, that coffee mug is off of my desk because I can't have it there. I'm super OCD like that. Yeah, I just don't know how she uses her computer with all of the shit on the desk. Like, she just moves it off to the side and then uses the 6 inches of space she has for her mouse, and that's all she needs, and it's baffling. Like, yeah, I really hope that, no, that sucked. I really hope that I can at least clean most of the room so that it's ready for the desk to be moved, because I have to unplug a lot of shit from her computer and make sure that stuff doesn't get lost if she has open files and stuff, because obviously I have to unplug it to move it. I don't know, I'm just excited to have more space in the living room, I guess. Because ultimately, oh my god, you wombo comboed the shit out of me. Told me to sit the fuck down. Yeah, ultimately the end goal is, because right now her parents are living downstairs. We share a suite with them. Like, we have the upstairs, they have the downstairs. And, it's great. It works out well. They help with a lot of things, such as taking care of the kid and all that good fun noise, but they're not going to be here forever. Their plan is to move out at some point, which is kind of nice, because then we get the whole house again. And now that Nikki has a consistent income job, because before she was a realtor, she used to sell houses, and that's very dependent on how much money I'm going to turn around, I guess. Apparently it's faster to go this way. Her income depended on how many houses she sold in a year, and she ended up making less than I did, and I make a decent amount of money for somebody without an actual education. I have a high school... Can you not be sideways in the walkway? Thanks, friend. I make a decent amount for somebody who doesn't have anything but a high school diploma. So, yes, if I worked at, like, KFC still, she would be making more than me with real estate, but she doesn't anymore. And now she finally has a job where she makes more than me again, with an education. So, it's exciting to know that we actually, like, qualify for the house without the parents, because that was the biggest concern, was they were going to leave, and we wouldn't be able to qualify for the house anymore. But when they leave, we will end up having, not only do we qualify, but we have that entire downstairs to put things. So the idea is my computer and my entire setup and all of that stuff is going to end up going into the downstairs area where I can record, because all of the people sleep upstairs. So when I get home from work or something, if I want to do a live stream, I can just pop into the downstairs and stream. Or if I want to record at any point in time in the day, I could just go downstairs and record. I don't have to worry about people, right? I would just have my own little room. Which is how it used to be. And it was great. And now it's literally, if there's somebody in the house, I have to basically share the space with them. Like, if I'm recording and somebody comes home and decides to come into the living room, that's where my setup is. They are now watching TV right behind me, or whatever, right? Like, it's fucking annoying. So, I don't know. It's just been a long struggle to try and find a way that works for the whole recording thing. Because back when I lived at home and my mom was just at work all the time, it was so much easier. Like, I could just do whatever I wanted for most of the day. And then when she got home at 5, then recording time was over, unless I wanted to live stream or something. Because I don't really have to worry about her popping in when I'm live streaming. If she comes in, then whatever. But if I'm recording and somebody comes home and decides to just talk for an hour, like, there goes half of my day. I'm not doing what I was doing anymore, because I can't very well continue playing the game when they're talking. I have to edit a lot of things out, like, it just becomes a hassle. Also, this Rathalos is getting straight fucked. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited for that in the future to happen. Because obviously this isn't happening anytime soon, but it's a huge step for the channel to have its own space again and be able to just record. Because I used to dedicate a day, basically, to playing a game. I used to literally, like, legitimately sit down for 4 to 8 hours playing, like, either Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts or whatever way back in the day, and I would try and blitz those games so that I would have as much content as possible so that I didn't have to stress about uploads and stuff. And that was back in the good old days when I was uploading, like, 10 videos a day almost. I think I was up to 10 videos, and that's insane. Like, I would never upload 10 videos a day ever again, probably. Not consistently, at least. But back then, that was a way different time. I had that ability to do that. Now I don't. Now it's I get an hour or two at best throughout the day, and it's chopped up into segments. So eventually, I will have... Where does the Scoutflies want me to go? Eventually, I'll have my days set up a little bit different, because right now Jordan sleeps like twice a day. Or twice, she has 2 naps a day. So she'll go down at like 10 and wake up at 11:30, if I'm lucky. Or she'll go down at 11 and wake up at closer to 1, like, you know what I mean? And then, usually at around 3, I force her to sleep again. Because otherwise she is super grumpy for the rest of the day. Joys of having a kid. But eventually she'll be to the point where she's just up for however many hours she decides to be up for, and then goes to bed at around 12, because that's her nap time, and then she'll be up at 3 when the kids get home from school. So I basically would have 3 hours to record, which is kind of nice because I could play multiple games and I would be able to have a lot of content for the week within a day. Monster Hunter also takes up a lot of my time because one episode's like 30 to 40 minutes sometimes, and that eats up a lot of my ability to record. But Monster Hunter is not going to be on the channel forever. It'll be a thing for a while, I'm sure, though. At least until the story's done. And then there's going to be a lot of streaming of me getting to rank 999. Because I've always wanted to hit the max level. It's just what I do in games. I like to make sure I make it to the end. It just feels right to have maximum stats for everything. Even if the level doesn't actually change anything. Dude, this Rathalos is done. He has to be. He's been laying on the ground like pathetic a couple times. Oh, he has a skull. That's the universal sign. Shit. Surprised that didn't hit me. That did, though. I'm also really happy that, like, I posted the channel on Reddit asking for feedback, and people did give me feedback. One of the things that has changed that I'm sure people have noticed is I have an intro. I also updated my end screen, the little outro that I have, to make it a little bit more flashy for people, I guess. And more consistent. Because the end screen that I had before, YouTube's changed so much that my old annotation thing, I can't do that anymore. Annotations don't exist. I have to use their like link video feature thing. And because of that, I had to make a new outro. So it's similar to what it used to be, but there isn't a playlist option because you can't actually customize those links. You can make them bigger, but you can't make them smaller. So unless I put them in the four corners of the fucking screen, which I don't want to do because it looks terrible, like, I'm not going to be able to link my playlist. So if you guys want to find the playlist, there's always a playlist on the channel. I always make playlists, but I don't know, it's just become such a hassle with YouTube. They change things so frequently that it's like, it's almost not even worth keeping up with it. Might as well just throw the next and previous episode up on the screen at the end of the video and call it a win. Won't even do an outro, but that's unprofessional and it doesn't look good, so I decided to keep with it. Yeah, that was one of the suggestions, was the intro. And I made a pretty kick-ass intro. I used a template off of YouTube. Found somebody else's like template thing. They make intros and outros for people, basically, to just use in Vegas. So I took it and I altered it just a little bit, cropped it a little bit, made it a little bit more my own. But it's a pretty good one. I'm pretty impressed with it, so I won't be changing that anytime soon. That's the only thing that I can actually consistently keep on YouTube is the intros. That will never change, because that's just a part of the video. It also sucks, because I could upload, like, 7 videos at a time, right? But unless the video's live on the channel, so if I have all 7 of those videos scheduled for throughout the week, and they're all Monster Hunter, right? That's just my 7 days worth of Monster Hunter, and I have them all uploaded, I can't make those links for the next video or the previous video until all 7 of those videos are live. So if I'm like, say this is Monster Hunter, like, I think this is going to be 17 or 18, I don't fucking remember, something like that, then I have 19 uploading, I can't put the next video in for this video until it's live. Until 19 is live, I cannot have it in an annotation. It's bullshit. Like, I should be able to have videos that aren't live yet in annotations. Even if they don't take people anywhere, even if it just goes to this video is private, like it used to, that's fine. They just know that that's not uploaded yet. It would only happen for the most recent upload of the playlist, so I hate the way that they made that a thing. Made it very difficult. Ah, fuck. Please roll. Get out of the way. Do it. No! No! Don't die! Don't do it! Live! Some pro skill right there. Yeah, I also can't wait to get that pseudocath instead of this little beetle thing. It's gonna make fighting monsters so much easier. Nice! That's how we do it, boys. That's how we do it. I think that only took me like 20 minutes. We did pretty damn good on that fight. Once I found him. Yeah, I'm super excited to finally get to, like, farm a little bit. I'm also excited to know that this episode is going to be going up tomorrow, and I have to post-commentate the episode that goes up today. Because I'd like to have that go up at 12, and it is currently 11 o'clock, so I'll try and squeeze the Diablos into this recording session if I can, but 23 minutes was pretty good. It's not bad. We're just going to see if there's a cutscene. And if not, then that's going to probably do it for this episode. It's pretty exciting. Kind of killing it. And then once Jordan wakes up, I get to go back to cleaning my room. All the pleasantries that you think end when you're an adult, back when you're a kid. When you go, oh, I'll just have the messiest room ever when I grow up, fuck it. And then you grow up and it's like, yeah, I still have to clean that. That's still a thing. Son of a bitch. There is no cutscene. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed Monster Hunter World this time. And next time we come back, we will fight the Diablos. And as always, have a fantastic day.